Welcome back, everybody, to Pro League down here live at the Next Arena. I am Valdez. Joined with me today is Wolf, and we just got things started off pretty fast here with a 2-0 lead for Samsung Galaxy Con. We're going straight into Solar versus Losira, and introducing Solar. He hasn't had the best 2015, but he's starting to slowly climb his way back. He's taken 3 losses here in ZVZ. ZVZ's a hard matchup. Yeah. Well, let's see what he can do today. Can he actually upset Losira? That's the question here.
His song is Cherry Filter. I feel like people are looking through filters sometimes when I look at this player. Everyone last year, he won like 4 games versus Pros in a row, and everyone was like, he still has some of the best CVP in the world. No, he doesn't. He fell out of relevancy almost completely. He's one of the weakest players on his team's roster right now, but he's still fielded because he has done so well in the past, and he is still a good player. But he just keeps failing to show up, man.
Yeah. But when you look at this guy, I swear every time he gets into that booth with this song, it looks like he's about to go to war or something. Like, this guy, look at his shoulders. He's like hunched forward. He's like, I'm going to kill this nerd. He's like so into it, man. I love this.
Losira is one of my all-time favorite players. He always has been. He always will be. He looks so focused. I mean, this guy is incredible. This guy is also recently injured. There hasn't been any official releases about this or any statements. I don't know the extent of it, but his hand and his entire arm was bandaged when I saw him. It almost looked like he may have had surgery. I don't know what's going on with him, but he played pretty well in the qualifiers. I don't think he ended up making it, actually, but here are our predictions.
It's a hard qualifiers, man. It really is. Here are the predictions, like you said. 4 of us going for Losira. In fact, all the foreigners going. Yu Daehyun join the foreigner team after seeing that original vote go to us. No, I don't think that's how it happened, but we can say that is the way. And it looks like Monday Caster as well as Kanata going for Solar.
Not sure why, honestly. I don't see any reason except Losira's injuries, which I know when I posted a picture about that, the Korean community also picked that up a lot, so I know a lot of people in the Korean community are knowing about that stuff. I don't know, man. That's the only thing I would say, why I would vote for Solar here. Losira has just been on point, super consistent, one of the best Pro League players we have this season. Yep. He is really looking solid. I would not want to face him.
Sick win ratio as well. He's got 6 wins, but only 2 losses. There's something to really say about that. This guy is on fire. He looks ready to go. Solar, on the other hand, is kind of bringing his arms in, not looking as good in his body language. Looks like we may have a bit of a delay here. I'm not sure what's going on.
Losira, I think, is just setting up his monitor a little bit, but he looks like he's about to, crawl into the monitor to fight himself.
He's going to, go through the monitor and come out on the other side, on Solar's side, and just, grab him by the neck.
He's going to do that Samus Morphball Baneling tactic and just, roll into his base, blow up all the drones himself. All right, guys, it's time. Solar versus Losira. Zerg versus Zerg on Vaani Research Station. Let's find out if Solar can close it out.
Down here in the south, in the red, one of our Zerg players here from Samsung Galaxy Con, he is Solar.
Up to the top of the map in blue. His name is Kongho. His ID is Losira. Oh, that camera shot! I just broke the 4th wall. I'm sorry, but it was necessary.
It's okay. One thing I always notice is that Losira's always rocking that short stubble mustache. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember there's a video of me talking about hair, and I remember this specifically because it's in this compilation video of me talking about hair, where I said Losira always has this slight upper stash.
He does.
Ever since that,
always.
It's always there. It's like he grows it there specifically. Losira kind of makes me feel like he's that evil villain character always in the shadows.
Yeah.
He's from France though, and he has a slight upper stash.
He's got a little pencil stash there. It's oh man.
By the way, I want to point out that before this game started in the lobby chat, Samsung Solar wrote GG, Losira wrote go.
So funny, man.
He is ready, man. Go. We have a quick drone scout.
Yeah, an extremely early scout. This was on 10.
Is this Losira's scout?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? He likes to hatch block.
Yeah, he's going to hatch block.
He's been doing this a lot. He actually did it in the Code qualifiers in several ZVZ matches that I watched him play. Evolution Chamber blocks. Hatch cancel Evolution Chamber blocks.
Oh, doesn't go for it, though.
Not this time because he's already forced the pool first with his block, so he doesn't even need to do it anymore. But say on like Overgrowth, which was the map he was doing it on in the qualifiers.
There's the clicking, man.
Losira's APM currently at 1,300.
What the hell? That was insane, man. He's like making lines with the amount of clicks he's doing.
What happened at that natural? Did something get canceled? What was that noise? Did I miss something? Was it an extractor cancel? Like an extra drone? I don't know what happened.
Yeah, he extractor canceled.
Okay.
Pretty early on.
I was looking at the APM on my computer, so I was like a bit. I heard the noise, but I didn't know what happened. This drone actually escapes, by the way. Escapes notice, and we'll be able to come back and verify if gas is being mined. I mean, I feel like I'm just like hyping this guy up right now, but he is just on point.
Yeah, he really is. You could say it as many times as you want, Wolf. He is really on point. And drone, like you were saying, goes pretty unscouted. He's going to come down here first.
He's going to wait until the creep gets all the way spread on that natural. He's going to make a spine crawl on the edge. No, he's not. The Queen will see it long before that. But I like to dream. I like to imagine. I think he's been spotted.
I think he knows that drone is still out here somewhere. Oh, my God. He saw it, though.
Oh.
Just barely.
No proxies in Pro League. Obviously, this wasn't going to be a proxy, but no hidden scouts either.
Queen's got this.
She
There
get
you
the
go,
kill.
Queen.
Zerglings do all the work. Queen takes all the credit.
Yeah. Well, we do have that hatch up a bit faster here for Losira. You were talking about that hatch block, or rather, blocking the hatch down at the backdoor expansion of Solar to force him to make that pool here. Does that have? Is that a second gas? No, that's his first gas. It's down at the back door.
Yeah,
okay.
This means that it's not going to be scouted by any overlords anytime soon. But Losira is way ahead in gas. In fact, he's skipping speed, but continuing to mine gas. 150 gas already for him. I wonder what he's going to do with it. Actually, like I don't think Losira is the type to just like make a roach warren and do an attack. This gas has been scouted, though, so it's not like he's keeping this a secret.
Yeah.
He just gets a delayed speed. Interesting.
I wonder if he's going to keep that. I think he wants to wait until these guys are out.
Yeah, he might just cancel that. That's a really good point, Valdez.
Looks like he'll keep it for now, but he definitely could cancel it a bit later on, use that gas for some kind of, roach upgrades or something like this. Or even like a quick spire if he wants to. We don't really see that very often these days, but could happen.
Yeah.
Both players going for lair at similar times, but Losira's a bit faster.
I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not well versed in Zerg versus Zerg on this map. It's a new map. We don't see very ZVZ very often. I'm also not a Zerg player. My moonmate's out today, so I think we're just going to kind of have to explore this one, Valdez, see what we can find. That Roach Warren barely got scouted here. Not a crazy scout. It's not like a Roach Warren is super weird or anything like that, but it's an important scout nonetheless.
Now, what do you think about this Baneling nest from Losira?
I think it's just for safety. I'd have to guess, although it is Losira, he loves Banelings almost as much as True or D-Pixels. The only player who loves Banelings more than Losira, though. Nest T, an ex-player, love those Banelings as much as the old teacher of Losira.
Yeah.
Let's all just have a moment of silence for Nest T. Toolings do scratch at this hatch.
Yeah, they ruin our moment of silence. Why you gotta do this, Lings?
Do you know where you come from, Lings? Do you know who made you? Respect.
You gotta respect your overmind. We got a lot of Lings coming in here. Of course, that Baneling nest does finish up.
And that Spire on the way here for Losira is pretty unusual. But we have seen... He's also getting +1 for his Lings, so that's also probably going to possibly come into play with his Banelings if it ends up being like Ling, Muta versus Hydra or something like that. We have seen some like Swarm Host, Mutalist use in Europe, from what I've heard. I don't follow the meta too closely in ZVZ in Europe, but that's what I've been told. And we'll have to see if something like that happens. Obviously, +1 melee is not going to be used for that. He's making a bunch of spines because he needs to live with his Mutalist.
Yeah, wow, that's a lot of spines. Going up to 5.
Well, he sees all these roaches, and he doesn't have any roaches of his own, so he has to delay with Speedlings and get those spines up. I like this. the spines, rather. I mean, not this plan I don't know about yet, but the spines are absolutely a necessity. Look at this. Just trying to pick off one roach, slowing it down, keeping it real.
This is definitely Losira we got in the booth today. Roach Speed going to finish up here. Nice round on just 3 roaches. He's going to have to run away, though, as the rest do join up there, especially with Speed completing a +1. He's going to back off, like we were saying, just trying to delay. But already we do have, like, 5 spine crawlers up here.
Imagine if there was a defensive Baneling nest for Solar. Could have just used those to defend and continue his roach push, but he skipped it, so, you know, every time his roaches get attacked, he has to, like, slow down. And these roaches get found. Mulus coming out here. Mulus are scouted for a while now, but now he knows about them 100% sure. And there is a infestation pit on the way here. Most likely this time, though, for infestors. Although we'll have to wait and see. There's a ton of queens out, as he scouted this a while ago. 6 queens.
Yeah, and 4 spore crawlers were made by Solar, so he is taking this very seriously.
Yeah. Now, if you guys don't know this, one spore crawler, 2-shot, or one spore crawler can 1-shot 2 mutas. That's how good they are versus mutas.
Ooh. Gets 1 shot there. Not the second one, though. Big swell of drones coming out of Losira here. Wants to saturate that third base. These mutas, first and foremost, you know, he knows that, or, you know, Solar already is prepared for them in the main base. So he's got all these queens, all these spore callers out. He's going to be totally safe in his main base, but what this really does is, like, totally reduces all of your map control. It takes down, like, every single overlord that's out on the map. You can push them back into your base. There's this one guy, though, that somehow manages to sneak by, in fact.
Yeah.
And he's trying to get that read on what the next tech here of Losira is.
Well, he would love to see the Baneling speed, and I think he might have, but my theory crafting, because this is a bit out of the meta right now, about this ended up coming true. It's going to be Baneling speed, Baneling's Mutaling versus Hydralis, but fungal growth kind of shuts everything down. It's going to lock the Banelings in place. It's going to lock the Mulus in place. Pathogen glands finishing up right before those 5 infestors. So boom, 5 infestors already with enough energy for fungals are out here. And I really like Solar's position. I don't know how long Losira can really make this comp work. He's getting Overlord drops. Maybe he's going to try to drop on top of infestors with Banelings.
I mean,
I'm going really far in the theory crafting right now.
I guess it's possible, but especially with all the Hydras that are coming out here, I don't think it's probable. Losira's playing a very strange style, to say the least. I just want to, like, watch this unfold.
Yeah.
I was casting Hero versus Rogue Game 2 on King Signal Station with Artosis, and he was just like, this is such a strange build that Rogue is doing. Let's just watch and see. Like, you can't even analyze this right now. You can analyze this. A huge fungal comes down.
No
is he going to
follow-up?
lick it? Oh, he gets 1 muta. Looks like he's going to get 2.
But look at how difficult it is to even secure something like this. Like, it's so hard. It's so hard to do anything with your Mulus. The risk is too high. The risk is just so high. Look at the huge supply advantage that Solar has right now. Tons of spines going up for Losira again. He gets his own infestation pit. And he's getting Carapace right now. Still don't understand the Overlord drops. I mean, this is so weird, like you're saying, the Artosis kind of quote. Like, we can't really figure this out.
Let's just watch. Let's enjoy the game.
He's getting a Hive. No, he's going to eventually get Ultralisk, I think, with this, but that's going to take too long.
Overlord drops are for Baneling drops in Mineral Lines.
In Mineral Lines, though, is that really going to...
That's what he's doing, man.
We'll see if it works out. This is super creative.
We got a huge attack at the front of Losira's base. He's just going for, like, a counter attack. He's got so many spines.
Banes, too! And they're coming in! One bundle goes to go down, but a lot of damage done still. Now, these infested Terrans are really useful here because they're going to be able to tank a lot of that spine crawler fire. They don't do that much damage, but they tank it! He targets down that first infestor with the most energy, gets fungal. There's not enough Hydras here, though, and he holds!
Oh, my
God. He holds!
Huge
And these queens,
Baneling hits.
They're out in the middle of nowhere, they've got a lot of transfuses. They're going to eat a lot of damage before they go down, but now Losira is about to have Hive Tech.
Oh, look at these Banelings coming in!
Oh, boy.
That would be a huge trade. Oh, he gets 1, okay. But the rest of them are going to go down.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. This is such a cool build out of Losira.
It's so difficult to fight against something that you don't know. It's like you're fighting against something that you can't see because you don't understand. ton of Overlords here, by the
man.
way. And oh, boy, how many kills? 11?
11 come down, and he's got more on the way here. Lings are in the main. There's not enough anti-air for these mutas.
He has only 3 queens. The rest of his queens were in the middle of the map. Now he's got 0 queens.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, and there's those Ultralisk Cavern I was talking about. That transition is coming. We used to see Jelizerg make Ultralisk and CVZ. I don't think anybody else did. The most ironic of things was Jelizerg playing late game in the shortest game matchup at that time. He's like, well, I rush every other matchup, but I'm going to get Ultras and ZVZ. He's going to have Ultras. They're going to have +3 if this game lasts that long, Valdez.
Nice hold position there to try to salvage what he can, but I don't know. I think Losira's got this in the bag. Look at the supplies. Look at Solar's face. Look at the GG. Losira gets the win. And what a cool build. He goes up there to 7 wins now. He's 7-2.
You're next, Youngie.
Man, Losira's just such a cool guy. Love his play. Love his personality. Had some trouble getting out the door, though. He finally does. What a cool build. I feel like that's like that works really only on a map of such like length. You know what I mean? He had so much time for that. All of those units of Solar to get across the map, they had to walk all the way up, and he had already so many spine crawlers for the defense. He bought himself so much time with all the counterattacks and stuff, and that's why, like, you know, maybe if Solar was playing on a map like, say, Overgrowth or something, you know, a little bit of a smaller map, maybe he would have been able to shut it down, but Losira just had so much time to get that rolling. He already had like 20 mutas as well, which takes a lot of time. That's 2,000 gas.
Like,
know?
He had like, what, 9 spines or so? I mean, that's a lot of spines. That tanks a lot of damage. It's like Losira knew what was coming. He's like, okay, I've tried this on the ladder or something, or I tried this against my teammates, and they eventually just go, well, I have way more stuff than you. I'm going to attack. I have the perfect comp to counter you. I've got a lot of queens. I've got a lot of spores at home, so your meatless counterattacks are not going to be as effective. And he knows that the spines buy enough time. He comes in the back with Banelings. They wipe out most of the Hydras. And even if he gets Fungals, you know, the Fungals don't really stack, so you have to chain them. But if all your Infestors die before you get that 3rd Fungal off, and there's no Hydras to get any more kills, Mutalisk regen faster in Heartless Swarm. I don't remember exactly what the passive is called, but they got an upgrade, and it makes them regen really, really fast. So they're stronger than they were in Wings of Liberty. They regen super, super quick. And so by the time you go into